Yes, Mr. Trump-tastic. Yeah, I'm about to hit y'all over the head. Another banger. Turn up, Patriots. Yeah, y'all gonna love this one. Yeah. Mr. Trump-tastic. Yeah. Tony Bobolinsky. Yeah, Tony Bobolinsky. Yeah, Tony Bobolinsky had me running up them numbers. We all seen the laptop. We all know it's hunters. We all seen the laptop. We all seen the laptop. Tony Bobolinsky. Yeah, Tony Bobolinsky. Yeah, Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop. We all know it's hunters. We all seen the laptop. We all seen the laptop. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm stepping out the Hummer. Took a trip and fall, now I'm hopping like the springtime. Magaville made me spinning wheels like Ezekiel. Magaville made me, had me starring in my videos. Had to blow the whistle, earn your stripes like a referee. Mar-a-Lago red, now I'm cooking up a recipe. Deep state, Nazi ghost truck, try to heckle me. Chakrin in the water, phantom down with a huckleberry. 4 weeks to live, that's the whole month of February. Heart attack city, had you screaming like Mariah Carey. Willy Wonka flow, same color as the snozberries. Had to bring the bars, now I'm shutting down the factory. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm dripping like the majesty. Desecrate your morals, minimize your principalities. Woo, I'm sweet the nation and it caused a few casualties. Dripping in the White House and I had to close the curtain. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky. Yo, Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all know it's Hunter. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky. Yo, Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. We all seen the laptop, we all know it's Hunters. January 6th and I feel like Steve Bannon. Wartime ready and I'm shooting at the cannon. Magic carpet ride had me floating like Aladdin. Ukraine deal, shell companies, Barisma. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm dripping with charisma. Red October, but it feels like a Christmas gift. Big head eagle and I clone them out with Adam Schiff. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm shutting down the parking lot. Dancing on the roof, walking on the raindrop. Billie Jean jacket had me feeling like the king of pop. Mount me like a statue, Papa raised a Rolling Stone. Tony Bobolinsky, and I did it on my megaphone. Red October, same color as the candy corn. Had to circle back, hit him with the Jansaki. One eye open, sold to Illuminati. I can handle bar, popping willies on a Kawasaki. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. We all know it's Hunters. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. We all know it's Hunters. Yo, yes, Mr. Trump-tastic. Mr. Trump-tastic, Mr. Trump-tastic. Yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah, Tony Bobolinsky.
Yo, we back in it, man. Yeah, we gotta go in. Y'all see the title. Russian poses as white nationalists in Cincinnati. Yeah, stirring racial tensions, y'all. These ain't no regular white folks, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think white folks that stupid to use the N-word in a crowd full of monkeys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is just unorthodox to me. It sounds like some Russia shit. White people ain't this damn stupid, man. I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Y'all think this is orchestrated or what? Do y'all think these Russians went down to downtown Cincinnati to party with the opposite crowd, knowing damn well this might pop off? Somebody fill me in. Because I was like, man, this is just weird. This is regular white people know not to do this shit. But when you're a migrant, you can oppose as an American. Like I said, this is paper genocide, y'all. Now we got race war 3.0 about to pop off and shit. So like I said, this is just to put innocent people in harm's way because this ain't done. You go get some retaliation off the back of this shit. But like I said, Russia, Russia, Russia. And I had to think to myself, I said, man, we getting hit with psyop after psyop, but these psyops, man, they starting to get good. I said, Hillary Clinton was involved in Russia. That's what the file said. They go do a Russia, Russia, Russia first. And I said, man, these ain't no regular white people. I said, white people ain't fucking stupid. So all the racist shit that been manufacturing its ugly head on the internet has came to real life. And we seen this shit happen in the downtown streets of Cincinnati. And by God, somebody had a phone. Somebody had a phone. Look, here, we went over this. We've been over this story. We're trying to find what's really going on. That's what we're trying to do. Because, like I said, the internet is designed to make you look like a domestic terrorist, y'all. And that's what a lot of people are looking like right now, a fucking domestic terrorist. So this is the excuse. Cincinnati street beating. Suspect's attorney claims victim used racial slurs. But we all know Russians, man, they don't give a fuck. See, the Russians, they'll slang that shit around anywhere. They'll slang that N word around anywhere. White folks, man, they know not to do. White folks, man, they normally, you might get a little nut here and there, but most of the time, man, they chill, man. They ain't doing nothing. They might be thinking it, but they usually don't act out on what they thinking. That's my assessment. I've been around white folks. That's my assessment. But a Russian, man, he ain't from America. He don't give a fuck about whites or blacks. And guess what? When he come over here, he go bubble in white. He ain't go bubble in Russian out this bitch. So he go identify as white. Just how the migrants, they identify as black. You got some Asians, they identify as white, so they get that good job. But this some Russia, Russia, Russia shit. I believe she was from Russia too. I believe she was from Russia too. And like I said, them Russians, they know how to take a punch. They been punched, beat on. They from Russia and shit. They do that shit over there allegedly. Allegedly, they fight grizzly bears. Didn't we see Putin fight a grizzly bear? Now she got a damn panda eye out this bitch. This shit's sad. It's sad, but there's some, intuitions behind this shit. There's some spells being casted. So, support her. Even though she might be a Russian asset, she is tugging on the heartstrings of America right now, family. Yeah, the comment section open. We about to go spiritual with this. And we also about to go into some more trending topics because Russia, Russia, Russia just seems to be popping up everywhere, slapping black people and shit, going in black areas, slapping. I'm like, man, these ain't no regular white folks, family. I said, these can't be no regular white tees. No, 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 no. Because even blackies know not to go around these animals. And the thing is, these people might very well be animals. Some might be good people. You got some mixed with animals. But the thing is, it seemed like everything was cordial until Russia, Russia, Russia popped up. Or Russia, Russia, Russia popped up with that N word, slinging around like fucking rocks, like crack cocaine. They slinging that N word around like crack cocaine, y'all. And best believe there was some China white involved too. That's why this Russian ain't got no nose because he done sniffed all the cocaine. Yeah, he done sniffed all. The thing is, you got to be high off cocaine and drunk to just come out here and slang some N words in a bunch of front of a bunch of blackies. Out of your fucking rabbit ass mind. That's why that one council woman, she was like, yeah, they asked for it basically, and people got upset, but they ain't looking at what the fuck really going on out this bitch. They did ask for it because they Russia, Russia, Russia. Ain't no fucking white folks going around Regular white folks ain't going around slinging the N word around a whole bunch of black people. But since we got a migrant crisis, the migrants think they could just go downtown Cincinnati and just do what the fuck ever they want to. And then on top of that, they identify as white nationalists. But once the media has gotten a hold of everybody's fucking brains, it's already flipped anyway. The gasoline already on it. It's controlled predictive programming. So they got your ass with this damn topic. But the thing is, we already knew Negro fatigue has flatlined America. We already knew that was in the air. We already knew the black community was somewhat defeated. And that's Diddy trial. That's from the Diddy trial. All these black actors that sold black people out. And you got to think of the climate in America right now. Even the sports team are getting rid of black people, y'all. They getting rid of LeBron James. They placing LeBron James with Luka Doncic. He's a fucking Russian. You know what I'm saying? They got the Spurs. They replacing Wemby with all these Wemby's from France, but he's a black dude, but they don't identify as black. They don't identify as African American. They identify as they race. Now, some say black people got a lost race and they don't know who they are. Because history lied to their ass. You got a lot of black folks that think they from Africa. And now I think Trump making it to where if you think you are African American, you could take your ass to Africa, a one-way trip to Africa. Because a lot of people don't like America. America is called the land of the red and blue, the land of the freedom of speech, but freedom of speech have consequences. And I think a lot of white people know those consequences. That's why I said these ain't no regular white folks, y'all. This is Russia, 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 man. I'm peeling all the layers back. I gotta peel all the layers back because I know your stupid ass ain't gonna do it. Your dumb ass gonna be fooled by trending topics. That's why we gotta do the radio show and peel this damn scab back. Because I see Russia, Russia, Russia. We already done seen, oh, the blacks are out of control. The blacks need to go to Alligator Alcatraz. The blacks this, the Negro fatigue. Yeah, we burnt out on that shit. But what's behind the ugly scab? It is a fucking Russian. Or it's an illegal migrant doing these damn crimes. I tell you what. Like I said, we had Shiloh Hendricks. She went on. Where did she go? She went to the park, called a little kid the N word, and she got GoFundMe. Allegedly, she's a Russian. She goes to the zoo in front of a bunch of monkeys, call them N words. She get a GoFundMe too, like Shiloh Hendricks. It just happened and manifested in a different way, y'all. But the scheme and things remains the same. I told y'all. I said, man, everything that happened in the public eye, there's gonna be some damn psyop behind it. But I think people have been getting hit with psyop so many times, they don't know what the fuck going on. So they already know people done merge with this damn quantum computer right here. This quantum computer eats all the souls of men. Yes, all the sins of man go into this damn quantum. And when you in this quantum, you go get tricked by the Antichrist, y'all. This device right here is like the mirror matrix. You think one way, but this thing is thinking for you. Remember in the Bible it says, do not lean on your own understanding. So when we pull up these trending topics, a lot of entities are not leaning on their own understanding. See, I see Russia, Russia, Russia. You see racism. You see racism, and with the black people destroying white society, well, I guess we could call it apeism. Cause ain't that what white people say black people are? Monkeys and apes? Isn't that what Elon Musk said? Elon Musk said, you a fucking ape. He said, if you want to know what's going on, just ask the monkeys. All right? Just ask the monkeys. So, we looking at a bad case of Negro fatigue. Uh, we're looking at a bad case of cancel culture. Looking at a lot of things, man. And it's manufactured by AI, I might add. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the fuck black people are mad about with that Levi. What is it? A Levi commercial about them jeans? I said, I thought we made it past some damn jeans. We talking about jeans? We talking about a white lady. I forgot her name. What's the model's name? I forgot. Somebody put it in the comments section. Cause I briefly seen it and I knew it. I knew it was fake. I said, man, they stirring up some shit on both sides, and that's how they gotta sell clothes nowadays too. I'm gonna be honest. It be both sides stirring up shit so they can sell the fucking clothes. That's how you get your shit off. That's how you sell your fucking clothes now. You gotta be racist and you plug it in the lexicon, and guess what? You get all kind of results. They type that shit in GPT chat. Well, how can I sell these clothes if I wanted to be racist? And it'll pop up and it'll tell you how to do it, and they'll act it out in real life. And doing this like I said, man, this is an ancient form of what I'm talking about right now. This got a lot to do with trending topics and what they call the gossip or the gospel or the ghost spell. These motherfuckers putting all kind of spells on your ass, witches, warlocks, and then you got the top hats. But he ain't got his fucking top hat on, but we all know who he represent. And the thing is, they all hang together at the end of the day. You see, the Indian, the Quaker, and the blacks, they all work together, family. They all work together. So you being a poor person, you go get tricked by default because these people are the government and they control the minds of the sheeple, of the stupid peasants. And they said this in the Bible too. You will be a sheep. Yeah. The shepherd and the sheep. You are the sheep. You are the dummy. And guess what? America has been suffering from Negro fatigue since the beginning of slavery. And that's not an excuse. Negro fatigue been going. Once the colonizer came over to America, Negro fatigue started 400 years ago. That's when Negro fatigue started, goddammit. Shit ain't nothing new. People surprised motherfucking blacks is knocking white people out in the streets? No. This shit been going on, family. Who we got up in here? Lady Patriot 1871. I know you are a cold-blooded American. I know you ain't no damn Russian. And I know you got a brain, and I know you ain't gonna come out downtown Cincinnati throwing around no N words. But a Russian will though. I'm gonna tell you right now, a Russian will. I think a Russian called me a nigger one time. Shit, motherfucker look like Brock Lesnar. I can't do nothing. You can't fucking do nothing. He hopped at that little, yeah, man, this was about 15 years ago. I said, nigga, we ain't fucking with him. We can't even jump him. And it was like 3-on-1. He hopped at a little ass Scion, a big ass Russian dude. He looked like Brock Lesnar. I said, man, turn this motherfucker car around. See, that's the thing. You got to pick your fights, man. I know that. You got to pick your fights. The thing is, it just seemed like all white people on code not to do no dumb shit like this. Cause I ain't seen this shit happen in a long. We see it happen, but not at a magnitude. This damn Cincinnati brawl was. This was just a massacre. But the thing is, it's 2025. Shit, white people done told their kids not to do this. Man, come on, you know what I'm saying? We all know how this could get, bro. This is why I was like, man, yeah, it gotta be some Russia shit because Russians they pose as whites, and guess what? Whites go be the scapegoats for Russians. And I said, damn, I gotta peel the layers back. I could not just leave it how the way it was. I said, man, let me pull these layers back. Shit, but allegedly, hold on, I had something pulled up for y'all. Cause Trump, he beefing with the Russians too. He beefing with the Russians too. I'm gonna show you right now. Let's pull this up. President Trump says we're totally prepared for nuclear war with Russia. And I said, this right here? I said, these Russians popping out on the street already? Now it's gonna be blacks against Russia. It's gonna be blacks, white nationalists, and see the white nationalists. They needed the help from the Russians because guess what? That Carmelo Anthony and that Metcalf shit, they didn't pop off. So they was like, fuck, you got to get the Russians. And guess what? I think this going to end up fizzling out too. Unless there's another attack. And we all know to be continued. They will continue this fuckery. That's the whole point of the government is to govern the mind and govern the mental of their concubine. We are their concubine, but we got to think our way out of it. But like I said, they government the mental. And when you say Russia, the only thing that comes to my mind is KBG. Yes, that's still prevalent. These spy programs, man, we don't know who this motherfucker is. And when they identify this dude, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, shit, we didn't know." You already jumped the gun. When they identify who this motherfucker is, a lot of white people go feel stupid. I'll tell you that right now. What if this motherfucker is a Russian asset? I gotta say if. We just throwing things out there, so what? We just throwing it out there because at this moment in time, all possibilities have to be brought to light. All trickery has to be done. We in the fifth degree of Satanism. And they said the fifth degree of Satanism is MAGA, right? That's what they said. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Because the thing is, MAGA is Trump. And the thing is, you got to be able to trick MAGA to get past this fifth degree. We going to the sixth degree, damn it. We passed MAGA. And I'm scared. I don't know what's popping off in the sixth degree. The sixth degree, we call that the sixth degree of separation. Uh, let's type this in because this is the fifth degree. This is the fifth degree of Satanism in the Masonic hierarchy. This is the Church of Satan, y'all. And Anton Levy. This is a hierarchy in the Church of Satan. This is the fifth degree. And I bet you. See, these Russians, they worship Moloch. They worship the bear. That's another form of the beast. I think China is the dragon. They all beasts. Russia, I think we got the white pale horse coming from America. It's the four horsemen type deal. We seen that in wrestling. The four horsemen and the NWO. Hulk Hogan was in that shit too. Hulk Hogan knew what was going on. Hulk Hogan was ahead of his time. He knew he didn't want his daughter dating blackies. He was ahead of his time. And shouts out to Brooke Hogan. She did listen to her dad. She didn't date no blackie. Tell you that much. She got her a hockey player, and I think he a Russian. I think he a motherfucking Russian too. But anyways, let's continue. This the fifth degree of the Church of Satan, Anton Levy. And then we pull up who we seen spotted with Anton Levy. Do I got his damn picture? We seen somebody you know who it is. You know exactly who it is too. It's your boy Joe. It's your boy Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was spotted with Anton Levy. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was spotted with Anton Levy. But anyway, when you dealing with the Church of Satan and you battling the fifth degree, the psyops start getting real ugly, and the psyops start getting harder and harder to figure out. And we told you, like even with Candace Owens had y'all. Candace Owens still got her following in a Masonic a chessboard. She got y'all worried about somebody's penis 3,000 miles away. I'm not worried about that shit, y'all. Some of y'all are because y'all are sexually deviant and y'all like body parts, mutilated body. I don't care about nobody's mutilated body parts from France, y'all. That'll be the least thing on my mind is worried about Armando Pecan's wife's penis. Some people really infatuated with that shit. But like I said, Candace Owens, she a horny goat too. But she tell the truth. But to fool somebody, you gotta tell the truth. You can't just see. You think Moses was telling the truth when he led his people across this damn water? You think Moses? They believe Moses, but guess what? Did Moses teach these motherfuckers any type of technology? Did Moses teach his followers how to open up the sea? Did did Walt Disney teach his workers how to open up their own amusement park? No, the masters don't teach you shit. Just like the masters ain't gonna teach you real history. Just like the masters go make sure you dumb and they go always be on top. Did Jesus Christ teach his people how to ascend or only Jesus Christ? Or you only have to go through Jesus Christ. You can't go through John. You can't go through Simon. You can't go through Mark or Luke. You got to go through Christ. These people right here, they can't go through anybody else on this page except Moses. He got the Moses stamp. All right. He know how to open up wormholes and shit to get people through the other side. All right. This is what government is all about. And the thing is, guess what side they trying to put you on? The side of a domestic terrorist, y'all. So that's the plan. That's the plan is to get you so angry at blacks. You see my shit going out? Do you see the live going out? The plan is to get you so angry at blacks. So when they pull up your social media page, they're gonna be like, nope, we can't hire you. We can't hire. That's what the uh these democratic states is gonna do to your ass. They're gonna make sure that if you say something racist online and you apply for a job at motherfucking healthcare, they gonna say, nope, you can't get this job because you've been calling black people niggers online. And they gonna say, hey, guess what? We don't want you uh representing our patients with that type of rhetoric. They gonna go through all your man, that's what the AI network is all about. is to make you feel like a piece of poop because you said something 5 years ago or you felt some type of way, but it's going to backfire on who they want to get rid of. They trying to get rid of your conservative. So if you gotta, if you overly conservative, guess what? The Democrats get the Democrats got something for your ass. You see this shit? You see this stuff play out in Cincinnati? The Democrats had something for their ass. No different. It's gonna be hard to beat the Democrats in these blue cities. So, and guess what? The federal government, they gave all the power back to the states. The federal government gave all the power back to the states, y'all. And some of those states have black slave owners. Some of those councils are owned by black slave owners. Yes, they are. I'm just giving you the game, family. Y'all should know this by now, but y'all don't because imagine listening to somebody for 20,000 hours through your whole lifetime and you did not tell y'all? Boy, did not tell y'all. I knew they was gonna try to act up. Boy. They are acting a ass tonight. They are acting a ass tonight. I told you they want me off this bitch. We still percolating though. We still percolating, but they want me off. Dropping too many gems on your head. Now they messing with the stream. This is why we had to get off. This is why we had to get off last time. They was messing with the stream. But we gonna go into. I thought I had a video for y'all. We gonna go into because this got a lot to deal with Negro fatigue too. Barack Obama, he had a lot to deal with the mindset of Black America nowadays. He really messed it up. He's not even a real black person. So it's always from it's think about it, y'all. It's always somebody from a faraway land always sticking their penis in American affairs. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice that? It's always something. It's all man. The call line is open, man. Can we talk about real stuff? Do humans talk about real stuff anymore? That's what I want to know. And yeah, we had to restart the chat. We had to restart the chat. You know why? Because they don't want the truth to be told. They don't want the truth to be told. We over here telling the truth, family. And guess what? I'm not gonna get no accolades from it because guess what? They want the dummies. They want they want the dummies in the forefront. You're not gonna get the truth. You definitely not. You're not gonna get the truth nowadays. They made sure they had certain gate guards that was gonna direct your ass somewhere else, far away. They already got this shit planned out. But we gonna go into what Stephen A. Smith said. Allegedly, Stephen A. Smith is into politics, and we go get into Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, man. Shannon Sharp was at the Football Hall of Fame. Yes, he was. After all these sexual deviant allegations, he showed up to the Hall of Fame. So this is what, because Michelle Obama, she had something to say about sports TV, sports reality TV, and guess what? Stephen A. Smith ain't like that shit. Let's get into it.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny. There are issues that matter to every American citizen. And to sort of blackmail us emotionally into trying to compel us to vote one way or another is part of what won Trump the election. Because that side of the aisle was able to look at the...
Well, see, we was able to look and see if she was a beast or not. She's a beast, man. Look, these demons have been on the prowl. The Obamas are demons, y'all. And it seemed like your mom and your dad would see these pictures, these compromising photos of Baal. This is Baal. This is that Canaanite guy Moloch. And he goes by the horny goat. Yes, it's horned. And like I said, hasn't he been at Diddy parties? Hasn't he been bathed with and blessed with baby oil? Yes, he has. I told you they demonic and they are androgynous and they worship the five. That's Uncle Sam. He's the scapegoat for this God right here. So when they want to attack God's land, they say America's God's land, right? They just bring out this goat and he do the bidding. All right, he come in the form of Christ because guess what? They was doing a lot of stuff in the church. Yes, they was. They was poisoning a lot of people. This the Zionist agenda right here. Christ had at one point. Christ did have the coat. The you know what? You know what? He had that in his hand the whole time. That's the snake oil. That is the knowledge of the snake, or what we call the Nehushtan. And when you take this vow, they call it vow because it means it's sick, vow, sick, demonic. You take this damn vow. But like I said, whoever's controlling Christ controls the mind of the feeble-minded. It's called the feeble-minded, y'all. They go use these ancient deities to trick you into, unaliving yourself. It just is what it is. They've been doing this since the beginning of time, but Stephen A. Smith is breaking down these demonic entities right here called the Obamas. They worship the horn god Pan. They all do it. They all do. They all shapeshifters. You would never think this was Kamala Harris. Now, as you can see, she's suffering from zipper neck syndrome. And some say this is a mask, y'all. Some say she got a mask on, but right here, she looked like a damn model. Beautiful as hell. Right here, she looked drunk and disgruntled. We already caught them. We already caught these manifestations red-handed. They worship this dude right here, the five guy. You see, Uncle Sam, he got the star on his forehead, and they go blame America because God is government in America. So when you want something done, well, guess what? Thy will be done. They said Benjamin Netanyahu, he got a syringe and a plexiglass on his desk because they say Israel really went nutty with this shit. Israel really went nutty with this shit. Let's get into it.
Left and say, look at what they'll do to win. And y'all talking about him like he's worse. And in a lot of y'all eyes, he is worse. But that didn't make y'all clean. It really, really didn't.
Yeah, so Stephen A. Smith, he already know what's going on. And he's trying to get liberal blacks away from that gravy train that Obama put on the public eye. He messed a lot of things up, all right? He messed a lot of things up. And now they blaming They blaming all this shit on Obama, y'all. Let's pull this up, man, because this is a real sickness. They blame because Obama affected white liberals too. Did y'all know that? A lot of gay white men love Obama. Why? It's because he gave him mental condition. He gave him a mental condition. You always go love your abuser, right? Look, it says white liberals more likely to have a mental health condition, y'all. Look, this is crazy. Let's read these statistics, y'all. Is this a post reference Washington Times article? Hold on, man. Let me get this damn door. Hold on. My bad. Hold on, man. Quit banging on the damn door. Damn monkey. Make sure everything locked up. All right. I'm back. I am back. So let's read about this damn mental condition. Because this is where your left wing, right wing lug net come into play. It says this post references a Washington Times article citing a Pew Research Center survey which found 62%, y'all, of white individuals identifying as very liberal or liberal have been diagnosed with a mental health condition. What is that mental health? What would be that mental health condition? Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, and here go Ed. This is the picture I was telling you about. Anton Levy in the Fifth Degree of Satan. Now, we're gonna have to go into that because uh, Joe Rogan he had to use MAGA to infiltrate his fake brain pills. All right. So didn't nobody say nothing to him. Didn't nobody say nothing to him when he sold y'all fake brain pills. He had to go to court for selling y'all fake brain pills. But he get a pass. All right, because allegedly, if you're white, you get a pass to do a lot of stuff. But if you're black, yeah, you're out of here. Your ass is out of here. I'll tell you that much right now. If your ass is black, you out. R.I.P. You see what happened? But guess what? The white liberal is still online. Guess who's online still? What they just fired Stephen Colbert, didn't they? They just got rid of him, but ain't no black people online on TV really lying like that. They got? Jasmine Crockett. They got Jasmine Crockett. That's it. So let's get into it. I told you, man, it was the downfall of the liberal black media a long time ago. I told you gotta be black and ugly, black bald headed to even get on TV, y'all. Black bald headed. You gotta interview pedophiles and shit. Shit, Candace Owens could have interviewed somebody way more important than Harvey Weinstein, but it seemed like her ass wasn't getting enough money. So guess what? Harvey Weinstein cut her a check. Harvey Weinstein allegedly cut Candace Owens a check to do what? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we go into that video too, right after this. It says a Pew study on teen mental health suggests social media. I told you social media got a lot to do with this doom scrolling. People can't even meet each other no more. They said teens have a hard time meeting each other and shit. You know what? It might be the older folks. I'm gonna be honest with you. It might be the older folks really suffering from this shit. Because they said a lot of teens is going back to flip phones. I see a lot of people with flip phones nowadays too. So I don't know what that's all about, but it seems like a lot of people have a hard time meeting the opposite sex, conversating on the phone with them, talking to them. Why? Because of these fucking phones. These kids done came into the world with a tablet in their hand. Who came in the world with tablets in their hand? Can somebody tell me who? Can somebody tell me who came in the world with tablets in their hand? These are the two tablets. Some say they worship a God named Yahweh, but guess what? Yahweh is Hayah. This is Moses breaking the two tablets. Moses came in with the two tablets. New Testament, Old Testament. Allegedly, the Old Testament and the New Testament were one, but they broke the tablets. That's how you come into creation. They got to split the left and the right brain. It's how you manifest in the duality, or what they call duality, or the demiurge. Because at this point, people worshiping this God that does evil and good. As Krampus, he go by Krampus, Santa Claus, Osiris. They worshiping Osiris here in America right now. As you can see, the American flag. Make sure you share and like the video because we going into some esoteric knowledge right now. All right, we about to get this over with. And this is why you can pose as anybody. This is the whole concept of posing as anybody. You could be Christian. You could have a heart of shit. You could motherfucking live your life as a piece of shit, and then when you get 85, you just live your life, give your life to Christ, and motherfuckers really think they're going to heaven. Get the fuck out of here. You going to hell, dummy. You living with regrets, and now you want to call on Jesus Christ, and you want to call on Osiris and motherfucking Isis and shit, all these damn Egyptian gods. But the thing is, this was really going on. It's already so much deception is embedded into the lexicon. The average brain ain't gonna figure this out. You would need my assistance with this shit. When I really go deep in this shit, you gonna really need my assistance. Point blank. Period. You really ain't getting out this damn matrix bubble without me. All right, because same thing with the $5 Indian motherfuckers. See, the thing is, this what earlier settlers was doing. They was paying $5 to be fucking Indians. What the fuck you think these motherfucking Russians did? They paid to be Americans, fake Americans. Real white Americans know not to go downtown fucking Cincinnati slinging this motherfucking N-word around this bitch. Now, when I really look at this motherfucking shit, guess what? Yeah, these motherfuckers had this shit coming because it's Russia, 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 bitch. It's Russia, Russia, Russia. Shouts out to my real white folks that know America. These motherfuckers, you think Russians know America? They know Russia. They don't know American. Russia hate American. That's why he going around acting out what your ass has been thinking. Yeah, your ass been calling people the N-words, calling black people monkey on internet, but the Russians go do the will of the whites. They go come through for the whites. And guess what? Some whites go have their back, and some whites go look at this shit and be like, God damn, they got us again. The story of a mistaken identity, family. Yes, we've been going in an hour straight. We've been going in an hour straight. But this what it is, costume people. The Russia hoax has speared his ugly head in the streets of Cincinnati, aka Negro Land, family. I said, man, this story don't even make no damn sense. And I said, I bet the N word got slung around and they go use this as an excuse for a total beat down. And that's that. But it makes me think, yeah, they really said this shit because they fucking Russian. They ain't from here. You think these Russians respect blacks, let alone the whites don't respect blacks, but they see whites disrespecting blacks on the internet and they come over here thinking they could talk to black people any way they want to because they see white people saying this shit on the internet. So yeah, your white ass is to blame for this shit too, because you done gas these goddamn Russians up. And the thing is, black people are responsible for this shit too, because they putting a public eye on they inconsistencies. Just like the last episode, the black man kills his damn son over a fucking oatmeal pie. Who we got on? Oh damn! I mean, somebody hit me up on True Social. He talking about why would he put that? He guess what he wrote me when I put that title "Black Man Tragically Kills His Son Over Oatmeal Pie." He said why does it matter what color he is? Because that's what I want to name my goddamn fucking channel. You son of a bitch. People try to dictate what the fuck going on my channel. Like it's his show, some type shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, kick rocks. That's man. Internet got y'all heads messed up, and I'm glad I'm not a part of it. You know what? I ain't perfect. I done been tricked by certain shit. Yes, I have, but to keep on continuously getting tricked by the Antichrist, the Antichrist is the internet, y'all. I kept on telling you. Because the Antichrist said, "Oh, he gonna trick everybody, even Christians." But the thing is, we been Russia has affected American politics, y'all. So allegedly, this gonna pop off. But a lot of this shit is theatrics. A lot of this stuff is theater. A lot of this stuff is, you know, organized crime. All right, we gonna go in. No, you know what? Speaking of this Russia shit, we gonna go into this, and I have to pull this up. I have to pull this up. Let me go to his channel. Let me go to his channel because they was talking about Russia too. I mean, hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on. We go chop into this right quick. We go chop into this.
Deadline. What happens now? So, how many days does Putin have?
This is about Russia. And shouts out to David Nino Rodriguez. This all got to do with Russia, because, like I said before, man, I think they done infiltrated our streets. I'm going to be honest with you. I think they done infiltrated our streets, and they here to antagonize. That's all they here to do, to antagonize. And we have seen this happen and play out in different aspects too. Matter of fact, here, let's go here. Let's go here. And this says Representative Mike Lauer is on spot right here. He said no one is demanding that Russia provide the same level of aid to Ukrainians. Why is that Israel is being subjected to a totally different standard? Now I heard that when this food comes over there, it's already spoiled. And when they go get the food, they get shot up. They get shot up by Mossad and shit. So let's listen to what this news clip, and then we'll go into what David Nino Rodriguez has to say. And, like I said, his video for learning purposes. I gotta put my disclaimer. Where's my disclaimer? Hold on, let me find my disclaimer. It's somewhere in here. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing tonight? Where are y'all at? We had Lady Patriot in the building. Trying to find my disclaimer before we continue with this. I might have to find it later because I can't find it. Hey, whatever happened to? We gotta do a wellness check on him, man. What happened to Stu Peters, man? We did an episode on Stu Peters. I do not know what happened to him. We might have to log into his account and see what he been up to. I ain't heard. Have y'all heard anything? He don't even pop up on my timeline anymore. Here's the disclaimer before we even go into that Nino Rodriguez video. He gonna have to let me. He gonna have to let me see some of that because I haven't seen it yet. So let's get into. Shit, she looked like Jasmine Crockett too. Hold on. She looked like Jasmine Crockett too, but that's the typical blackie that's on the news that they get up on here and lie. And they get on here and cap. They get up on cap. I told you what's going on in America. Negro fatigue. So when we see the weave, we know somebody about to start lying. And allegedly, that's what white people say black people look like. Monkeys, y'all come from Africa and shit. And guess what? Allegedly, Suspirio Africanus is the white man who coined the term Africa. So when your black ass ready to go back to Africa, you really going back to the white man's land. All right? And guess what? He in blackface, but he a Roman general. He got a white nose and he in blackface. All right? He in blackface, fam. This shit wicked. This shit is really wicked. Because the stuff I bring to the forefront, I ain't gonna know nothing about. Why? Don't a lot of people know anything about what's going on? Because of Barry. He's the reason why your black parents don't know what's going on. Okay? But his brother say he hitting that adrenochrome, fam. And when he don't have it, he turn into Big Mike. And when Big Mike don't have it, she turn into him and vice versa. You also don't know what's going on because of this guy. The Black Boule, COINTELPRO. And it seemed like black people done heard about this shit, but they don't know who's in it. Your mom and shit don't know who in it. All right. They're just out the loop.
The fact is, no one is demanding that Russia provide the same level of aid to the Ukrainians. No one. Why is it that Israel is being subjected to a totally different standard when we talk about conducting a war? As President Bush said right after October 7th, the world stands with Israel. The moment they defend themselves, the world will turn. And that is exactly what we have seen. The fact is.
So he just asking why Israel got to support all these damn countries. Because guess what? They honeypots. They little UNs. They little United Nations. That's why they fund these little honeypots. And it would make sense in the world of business. It just would make sense in the world of business. Now let's get into this because this. Oops, is this it? Yeah, this is it. We got to get back into this. because Mystery Man is breaking this down. All right. Y'all know who Mystery Man is. Yeah, we don't see his face and we're not going to say his name. All right. Some say it was negative 48 at one point, but he died. Negative 48, he had a lot of people fooled too. Negative 48 said Michael Jackson was supposed to be performing at the 9/11 memorial. I said, man, these people are crazy. These people are crazy. And guess who? Guess who got those people? Elon Musk. Elon Musk got all those people that believed in that negative 48 shit. All right, and he ain't the negative 48 was the worst I ever fucking seen. All right, but Elon tapped in their heads on Telegram. Elon was on Telegram too. Elon leaked his X account to Telegram. That's why he got his fan base. He thought he was Frogman 17. He thought he was me. Elon thought he was me. But he came out and turned on Trump. Trump just played cordial because he a businessman. He just played cordial, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's get into it.
And what happens if an agreement is not met?
Oh, and where is my damn... It's my damn disclaimer. We're using his video for learning purposes only, YouTube. So I hope he don't give me a strike. I might have to change the title. Matter of fact, can I even change the title right here? Yeah, I'm about to change it after I get done doing this video. Let's get into it.
Well, he said 8 to 10 days, or 10 to 12 days. We're down to 8 to 10 now. And but let me finish answering something you asked about a second ago first. Trump
Imagine being able to build anything, for any reason, in any style.
Located a couple of nuclear submarines based on what his statement was. Of course, flight time for the missiles or torpedoes is a little different, blocking locations. And you have to put this in context of things that have happened over the last months. About 2 months ago, there was a drone attack that took a year to prepare, involved NATO forces and/or U.S. to pull it off, that took out about half of Putin's nuclear air strike capability. So the only thing they can respond with effectively is the other half, highly diminished airstrike capability aircraft, or their submarines, or their airborne missiles. Now, the quake off of the coast of Russia, by the way, numerous people have noted the fact they didn't see what's called a P wave. I haven't had a chance to review the data personally, but if there isn't a P wave, that is an indication of artificiality.
Wow.
Triggered at a location where
Yeah,
it was ready to go. But
let me pause that. We gotta go to this because, like I said, this Russia stuff, man, this shit crazy. And they got him caught red-handed. So look, Russia got its own deep state too. Russia got its own deep state, and they controlled by Israeli Mossad as well. So let's change this over and get into this. Let's listen to this because they caught red-handed, fam.
Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I recently confirmed that on numerous occasions, the intelligence community incidentally collected information about U.S. citizens involved in the Trump transition. Details about U.S. persons associated with the incoming administration, details with little or no apparent foreign intelligence value, were widely disseminated in intelligence community reporting. Third, I have confirmed that additional names of Trump transition team members were unmasked. And fourth, and finally, I want to be clear, none of this surveillance was related to Russia or the investigation of Russian activities or of the Trump team. The House Intelligence Committee will thoroughly investigate surveillance and its subsequent dissemination to determine a few things here that I want to read off. Who was aware of it? Why it was not disclosed to Congress? Who requested and authorized the additional unmasking? Whether anyone directed the intelligence community to focus on Trump associates, and whether any laws, regulations, or procedures were violated.
That means they ass going to jail, y'all. Y'all don't see this shit happening. That means they're going to jail real soon. Now let's get into remember what I told y'all about them Indians? And I said, look, man, some of these Indians, they worse than white folks. Alleged white racist, prejudiced white folks. I said, man, it's them Indians and Asians you gotta worry about, fam. They don't want your ass coming on their lawn selling shit. I don't know if y'all seen that video of that black man. He ran around trying to sell stuff to a couple that had a no soliciting sign. Now that's his black ass fault. Like, bro, if it says no soliciting, that means your ass can't read. And the thing is, some say that blacks can't read. They got low IQ, so you just fitting the damn stereotype. When we know damn well black folks can read, but guess what? Negroes can't read. Negroes allegedly can't do math, can't count or anything. So that's a stain on all of us. And there us black folks that do know how to read and think. We gotta sit on the damn sideline like, man, fuck. I mean, what we supposed to fucking say? Like what are we supposed to say? Like, hey, the thing is, if we do say something, we gonna end up getting into a fight with the white dude that did say some shit. And then guess what? Negro fatigue all over again. I showed y'all the diaphragm. That shit go in a damn circle. So there ain't no such thing as getting out of Negro fatigue unless you live in fantasy land. America always goes suffer from Negro fatigue, and there ain't nothing the government can do about it unless they ship your ass back to Africa. Or that anti-white hate bill people want so that goddamn bad. That's gonna happen next. If they can get it passed, they go try to get it passed because guess what? Allegedly, Elon Musk said white people are becoming non-existent. So let's pull up this video of this damn Indian man confronting a blackie.
So what's up with you? What's your name?
Anand, can I see your ID or something?
No, I mean, you can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah. Take out your ID and I'll take out my ID.
Let me take out your ID and I'm gonna take out my ID.
Okay, let's. Can you get my phone? No, let's call the police. Give me your phone. Let's call the police.
I'm in my own neighborhood where I live at, working in my neighborhood by my house, and I have this man asking me, do I live here?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Dude,
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start a civil lawsuit right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely, you gotta do it, man. But I want.
What's your name, man? Because I'm walking the neighborhood where I live at, and I'm getting harassed.
No, wait. He's unnecessarily playing us. Yes, bring my phone. I don't have my phone. Get my phone.
What the fuck?
Get my phone because this guy will escape otherwise. Get my phone. Get my phone. Yes, get my phone now, please.
You see this man right here? I'm gonna keep
his wife ain't even trying to do nothing.
Walking up on me like this. Y'all see this?
Yep. I know that this is not your house.
This not my house, but I live in this neighborhood. You don't got it. Listen, I don't want.
You don't live in this neighborhood.
You don't know where I live at, sir. You can't not tell me where I live at, and I'm not gonna pull out my ID and show you where I live at. I know you live right here,
This is a
and I live
neighborhood that
I
you
live in this
cannot-
neighborhood.
no
You have a blessed day, sir.
No, you
have a blessed day,
wait
sir.
here. I'm calling the cops.
You have a blessed day,
You
sir.
wait here, boy.
You have a blessed day,
You
sir.
wait here. I'm
have a
calling
blessed
the
day.
cop. You wait here. I'm calling the cop.
See
Wait
see
here.
what's going
If
on?
you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Yo.
If you live in this
Bro, don't
neighborhood,
touch me,
wait.
bro. Don't touch. Yo, who the fuck?
All right, now, what would you do here? What would you do here? Would you knock him out? Because we don't know if he got a weapon or not. We don't know if he got a weapon or not. The thing is, he could very well live in this neighborhood. Or, he might be a stranger. We don't know. But the thing is, this Indian man should not have put his hands on him. What do y'all think? Y'all think if this black man would have knocked him out, if this black man would have knocked him out, would we still say, hey man, Negro fatigue in effect? Yes or no? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just got to see where y'all heads is at. I just got to see where y'all heads is at. Because allegedly, this is what the white Russian did to the black dude. The same thing he about to do. Put his hands on him. Let's rewind it. Because, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if this motherfucker got a weapon on him or not. I don't know if he about to stab me or what. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock his head off. I'm walking through my damn neighborhood, and he confront me and put my hand on me, and I got him on video camera. I'm knocking his shit back. You can call me a nigga or whatever you want. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And the thing is, if this was a white man walking up this street and he came up here doing the same shit, you think a white American go have that? Hell no. So the thing is, they're going to say, oh man, it's Negro fatigue. At this point, fuck it. They're going to call you the N-word anyway. You might as well just be yourself at this point. So
This neighborhood, wait.
Yo.
If you live in this
Bro, don't
neighborhood,
touch
wait.
me, bro. Don't touch. Yo, who the fuck is you talking to like that? Don't raise your voice at me like that,
Wait.
boy.
Wait here.
I'm a grown ass man. What is you doing?
This is a protected neighborhood, and you're not supposed to be in here.
Yo, what?
now the thing is, they'll be like, oh shit. Oh man, walk away. What do you think he's trying to do? He's trying to walk away. He's trying to walk away. He's trying to diffuse the situation. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. A motherfucking stranger come up to me. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know what you got in your hand. You you act like you about to turn up. So guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to turn up on your ass. Damn, y'all, they try to block the stream again. Let's get back to it. This is the second time they try to block the stream. But yeah, I already told you what I was gonna do. Motherfucker come to me sideways like this. I'm gonna beat your ass and then call the police. I ain't gonna go nowhere. But yeah, look at this shit.
What's your name, yo? He steady walking up on me, yo.
Get my phone. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops right now.
Please do. Now.
Don't walk up on me no more, bro.
Don't. Please do.
Yo. Don't walk up on me no more.
Yeah.
Your ass going to jail, boss.
Yeah. I want to see who goes to jail tonight.
Bro, don't keep walking up behind me.
Yeah, that shit crazy. You can't walk. See, the thing is, I got a thing called stand your ground. You can't motherfucker just walk up on somebody like that, man. Motherfucker don't know who you are. Hold on, let me pull this back up. I think we had something else to go over. Anybody want to comment on this, man? Because this shit's wild. Let me pull this up. This going on too. Texas Governor Greg Abbott just banned cell phones in classrooms from kindergarten to 12th grade. You ain't getting on your damn phone. And yeah, this is good because we didn't have phones to get on. No electronic devices. So when they get out of school, they can have the phones. I told you it's going back to natural order. It's going back to conservative and republic. And the republic, this all got to do with the transformation of America. It's all got to do with the transformation of America. Some people might not like it. He said school shooters gonna be happy about this one. They was still shooting kids with the phones. It don't matter. It don't matter. So I am sure with the level of technology available, they can just cut the internet access to the phones when it's in class. Time to turn back. Man, they can't do that. Yeah, he been 3 years behind. See, 3 years behind because we all know Greg Abbott been in office, but this the second coming of you know who 45 and 47. So the second coming is a little bit unorthodox than the first coming. All right, things is really getting passed now. Things is really getting passed now. Don't Texas government. What is this? That ain't nothing. Let's see what else we got on the menu. We pretty much explained what was going on behind this. Why is Laura Loomer's going at Tucker Carlson? Laura Loomer's going at Tucker Carlson. She a weirdo for real. Imagine her caring about Gaza. What is this? Says Hamas are starving the hostages. Damn, they starving him. They about to make him look. If they doing this shit, they could either be doing this for real or this could be an AI. I'm gonna be honest with you. It could be AI too. See that nigga's skin. One layer of skin on his bones. But at this point, we don't know if this is real or fake. To be honest with you. We don't know if this is real or fake. That's the sad part about it. Now we get into this right here. It says this is what Trump said about Diddy.
Sean Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, you know, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
And it's hard, you know, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he
just switch up on them.
Statements. So I don't know. It's more difficult. It makes it more. I'm being honest. It makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs.
I would say so.
Okay. And what about George Santos?
Boy.
He said no. But Justin Bieber, he's still a victim. Justin Bieber didn't testify. It's like I said, Justin Bieber, he's still in good graces with P. Diddy. Yes, he is. He's in very much good graces with him. Yes, we seen P. Diddy pat Justin Bieber down from multiple wires to see if he was wired up. He a sellout too. And we caught him eating pizza online on the case. He's still eating pizza, y'all. He's still eating pizza. I don't know where y'all want to go with this tonight. But Laura Luma, hold on. We gotta go. See, this might be some damn AI shit, yo. They got him doing some weird shit out here. But this is Hamas forced Avatar to dig his own grave. Dang, they got him digging his own grave. Imagine had to go out like that. What the fuck? Christy Cooper, she flicked off a whole bunch of protesters outside the state capitol. Damn. Told him to go home. Was flipping off a brainwashed kid in my finest hour. Probably not, but I can live with it. Yeah, man. Of course they go. Radical leftist Roy Cooper said he loves North Carolina and he claims he will fight for the hardest for your family if he becomes the next senator for North Carolina, only if you're a radical leftist. Roy and his radical leftist wife, Kristen Cooper, go around giving the middle fingers. Oh, she gave him the middle fingers of MAGA families. What the hell? Yeah, keep an eye on it. Now let's type in Stu Peters. I ain't heard from his ass. I ain't heard from Stu Peters' ass in a long time. He just rambling on. He ain't. Stu Peters just rambling on. Hold on, what is it? What is this? It says just said American Eagle refused to apologize. This shit manufactured too by both parties right here. They playing this perfect.
The American Eagle. Hi, I'm Sydney Sweeney, and I'm
That's her name, Sydney Sweeney.
from Spokane, Washington. I can work as a local hire as well, though, and I'm available for the American Eagle jeans campaign shoot.
Profile and hands, please. Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Next.
And yes, she does have great genes. But this seemed like some racial manufacturing stuff just to sell jeans, and they sold out. Great job, y'all got them. Y'all got them again. Y'all did it again. So whatever works, fuck it. The thing is, it's gonna work every time. It's gonna work every time. But this is what they doing to sell products now to buy back American. They teaching y'all how to buy back American. Y'all do know that, right? Because y'all did all that shit shopping on Temu, all this other dumb shit, and you became a foreigner because you wanted to get your shit cheap overseas and shit, but you didn't go to TJ Maxx. The same shit they got at TJ Maxx, the same shit they got on at Temu, allegedly. And that's what Americans was doing. They was shopping overseas, getting the cheap shit, and then reselling it to Americans for a higher dollar. So they were just flipping. That's an old trick. Get the shit from overseas, start your own store. All right. They do this in the hood with the weaves and all that. Get the weaves from China, come over here, tax them 3 times over. Been doing that. I don't think we gonna go into that. Russia says it has more nuclear subs positions than the U.S. Hold on, we gonna have to look at this, fam. We gonna have to look at this, fam.
80 in 1989? If so, you can get $250 to spend at McDonald's completely free. And I can tell you right now, this is going to upset a
time. Do want to get right back to a big story that we have been following here over the last day, as we saw this post from President Donald Trump on Truth Social. He said, quote, based on the highly provocative statements of the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, who is now the deputy chairman of the Security Council of the Russian Federation, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that. Words are very important and can often lead to unintended consequences. I hope this will not be one of those instances. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I want to discuss about all of that here, so I do want to bring in a guest. We do have Cliff May, the founder and president of the Foundation for Defensive Democracies and a good friend of the show. Cliff, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today.
Good to be with you, Josh.
All right, so I do have to ask here, because we know this is far from the first time that someone there in Russia, especially high-ranking, has made a comment about the U.S., criticizing it or criticizing President Trump. So what does it appear it is about that highly provocative comment that really struck Trump and led to what we're seeing now?
So Dmitry Medvedev.
Hold on, we about to segue into this shit. This is what I was talking about earlier, about how the rent done got so high. Man, people are in these toxic relationships and they end up unaliving their own family members and their own, you know what I'm saying, their own girlfriend, boyfriend, and stuff like that. Yeah, they end up doing that. Let me pull this up. Where's the volume at on this joint? Hold on, I gotta. Why can't we hear it? We can't hear it. You can't even hear that. Oh well. There's another. Hold on, I gotta pull this other story up because I seen that before. But let's see if we could get it. We can't even hear that joint. Hold on. That's weird. We can't get no volume out of that. Why in the hell can't we get no volume out of that? But we can get volume out of this. That's weird. That's weird. Why can't I get no volume out of that? I think we about done, for real. I think we about done, guys. I think I got my point across. So, yeah, I might be on tonight. I might do like a short 10, 15-minute video. Hold on. Senator Ted Cruz. That's weird. We can't hear nothing on TikTok. Let me get out of that down. Let me see if I could load this joint back up. But I wanted to go into how people are unaliving themselves. Okay, now it's working. Now it's working, but I can't find the video. I should have just saved it. All right, it says Senator Ted Cruz tells Laura Trump he did not speak to former President Joe Biden while he was president on The View with My View with Laura Trump. So this motherfucker lied? Share screen.
And I don't know anyone else who knows either. I can tell you in 4 years that Joe Biden was president, you know how many times I spoke with him?
No, you didn't speak to him at all.
Not once.
Wow.
Joe Biden was not running things. That I know. Who actually was making the decisions? Damned if I know. And I don't know anyone else who knows either. I can.
We all know who was running the circus. It was Otto Penn. Otto Penn was running the circus. Tucker, what is this? Says Tucker claims he was shocked to discover his dad was in the CIA. Damn, Tucker's dad was in the CIA? But here he is in June 2024 admitting that his father was CIA. Why did he lie? Let's get Tucker on the hot mic.
Then my father dies, and I learn, actually, yeah. And so when I applied to CIA, and I've taken a lot of crap, including from Putin, like, oh, you're from a CIA family. Well, yeah, obviously my father worked in conjunction with CIA. I mean, that's what that is. And I tried to join the CIA, but I'm not being false about it. Native talent. And he's attacking my dad as a CIA, his dad's in the CIA or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's no, untrue. Then my father dies, and I learn, actually, yeah, was involved in that world. I was completely shocked by it. So no one has to believe me.
What's his dad's name? Richard Anderson?
But that's just a fact.
Right.
And you wonder why Tucker in front of your damn face, right? Boy, I tell you what, y'all not gonna make it. Y'all not gonna make it. And you wonder why Tucker is in front of your face telling you what the fuck going on. Cause his father CIA, he come from a CIA family. And we told you he was already bought and paid for. The same people that pay Candace Owens, the same people that pay Tucker Carlson. I'm about to make a post about that too. Shit, we've been on here for 1 hour and 32 minutes. I'm getting off, man. Make sure you share and like the video. Make sure you cash out, show support, whatever you want to do. You ain't got to do it, but it is what it is. Russia, Russia, Russia. Negro fatigue, Negro fatigue, Negro fatigue. We out of here.